Hello friends, my name is Nitish and in this video I am going to show you how you can make API call in a React.js application. Here you can see that I am having a very simple application which says hello world. Let me show you the code. So I am having a src folder which is having app.js, index.css and index.js. That's it. Opening the index.js file, you will find that I am having an index.css which is having nothing, no styling. App.js, which you will find that I am only having a hello world in h1 tag. That's it. And that's it. Let's make a API call in this application. To make the API call, the very first thing which we need is a endpoint, a URL. So I am going to share you a URL in the description, and this is the URL which I am going to use it. When you open this URL, you will find that you are getting some result here, which is little hard to read. But here you find a option pretty print. If you click on this checkbox, you will find that this makes the response little readable, which is good. And after seeing this response, it seems like this is a this is a object, this is a array, this is a key value pair. So it seems like this is a combination of array and object, key value pair, and this is what we call JSON. So this is basically a JSON. Here we are getting JSON. So what we have to do, we just have to make a API call to this endpoint, and we will get this JSON. And the JSON contains few things like you see there is a ID, title, video, overview, poster path, release date. So there are few fields. We just have to display them in our application. This is our task for this video. So let's copy it. And now what I have to do, I just have to make a button here. So first of all, what I will do, I will make a button here, and the button will say make API call. And if I come back, you will find I have a button. Looks good. Now I want that whenever we click on this button, it should call a function. So I will say const make API call. So this is a button handler, and that's it. So here I will say on click of this button make API call. So this is the function which needs to be called whenever we are clicking on this button. So whenever we click on this button, we have to make the API call. So you remember I said to make the API call, we need an endpoint or a URL. So this is the endpoint. Going to the next line, I will say fetch URL. So this is the line which makes the API call. So fetch is an inbuilt function which is used to make the API call or network request. And here we just have to provide the URL wherever we want to make the API call. And that's it. Using this, we can make the API call. And let's come back to the Chrome. Let's refresh the page. And when we are clicking on this button, this is making the API call, but unfortunately we are not able to see anything on the UI, but it's making the API call. To help you understand how this is making the API call, I will click right click here and go to inspect. After that, I click on network, and let's click on this button again. You see in the network tab, it is sending a network request to this URL. If you click on this one, you will find a header, and header says this URL we send a get request, and we got the 200 status code. Moving to the response, so this is the response which we get when we made the network request. If you see this page result, you will find this is something similar to this one. And when we are making the API call to this one, like when we are going to this URL, we are getting this one. When we are making an API call to this one, we are getting this one. So both are somewhere similar, because both are making the API call. Whenever you are putting any URL in your browser, that is making the get request to that URL, and whenever you are putting any URL to the fetch, it is also making the get request to this URL. In both cases, whatever response we get, we are seeing. So in this case, we are seeing in this place. In this case, we are seeing in the network tab. But this is not something which we are expecting. We are expecting that we should see this response in our browser at this place. So let's do that now. So whenever we will make the API call using the fetch, what we will get, you see, we get a promise, and that promise contains a response. So I hope you are aware of promise, and whenever we are having a promise, we need to use await in order to resolve that promise, so that we can get the whatever is inside that promise, the fulfilled state. Or you can also use dot then to resolve it, but for now I will use await because this is more cleaner way of doing it. Also, whenever you are using await inside any function, inside this function we are using await, which means this function becomes asynchronous. Now I have to mark this function as async. That's it. Now let's, we got the response, so I will say console log response, and let's come here and let's click on this one, inspect, and go to console. Now if I click on this one, you see we got the response, which means the API call happens, we got the response, and we printed that in the console. You see, we get body used, and some more thing, but you don't find this thing, this JSON, but that is in this response, but we are not able to see it. So how can we get that particular JSON? In order to get that JSON, we just have to use a JSON function on the object of response. So I will say const body response. So this is the object. On this object, we just have to call a JSON function, and I will just say await here. Why? Because if I bring my cursor here, you will find that this body.json also returns promise. Okay. So in order to resolve the promise, we just have to write await here. One more thing, we are calling JSON method on the response object. It's not the function, it's a method. So whenever you are calling any function on the top of object, that is known as method. Okay, fine. So let's copy the body, let's paste it here. Now it will log the body. Let's come here and let's right click, inspect, and make API call, and let's go here. You see, make API call. Now we are getting page result and this one. So this is here also page result, and if you go to the bottom, you will find more information, total pages, total results. You see. So now we got all the things which we are seeing here in our console, which means now we can easily use our body to display them in our UI. Sounds fair? So now what I need to do, I need to take the movies out of the body. So I will say const items is equal to body, and from the body I am only interested in results. Why? Because there is page. I do not want to display the page. I want to display the title of the movie. I want to display the image. These are the information which I am interested in. So I just want the results value. So for that I have to say from the body pull the results and store in the items variable. Once I store them in the items variable, what I have to do, I have to display them in the UI. So I will say const movies set movies along with use state, and when I say use state, you see it also auto imported. If it does not auto import in your case, please import manually. Now I will say set movies and items. That's it. So now whenever we get the results, we will set that item into the movies variable using set movie function. So let's copy this movies, and I have to display them. So for that I will add JSX expression movies.map, and in the map, if you remember, we have to pass the callback, and we will get one movie each time for every element in the movies object, movies array. And here I just have to return a JSX. So I will say div, let's close the div, I will say h3, and here I just have to display the title. So I will say movie title. Coming back to the browser, let's go to the React application, let's close this, and let's make the API call. You see, we got the title. Everything seems good here, Let's go to the inspect for one last time. Okay, so if I do the make API call, you will find that we got the error. Each child in the list should have a unique key props. So this is the issue. So here we are having, array which is having list of, which is having, movies, and which we are using to, display them in the UI. But the thing is, this list contain this basically this is an array which contains, you know, list of movies. Okay, and each movie should have something unique so that DOM can identify them. So for that, usually we use key here and we say movie, and from the movie we have to pick something unique. So I think ID is the unique part here. So I will come here and I will find that each movie is having one ID, which means, you know, every movie will have an ID, and that ID will be unique to that movie. So you can use anything which is unique to this, you know, element here. Okay, that's fine. And now if I refresh this page, I will not get any error. Also, I am not going more deeper into the key because that is not something very easy to explain. For that, a separate video is required. Okay. The last thing which I want to display is image. So I will say image and src. I will say movie dot movie, and from the movie I will take the poster path. And let's come here. You see, make API call fighter. This is the fighter poster. Attack. This is the attack poster. So now we got all the, you know, list of movies with their respective image, and I hope that is it. I hope you got the idea how to make the API call in React.js and display them in the UI.